Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Points Campus. I hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. Things are going relatively well at the moment. We do need to get our grades up just a little bit, and we do need to complete some more research. But before we do any of that, we need to build ourselves another computer lab. We need to get ourselves another gadget lab. We need to get ourselves another savory kitchen and a science lab. And we need 2 more teachers. So what we're going to have to do is get ourselves a little bit more land because we don't actually have the space for any of that. And annoyingly, the only land that we're going to be able to get, well, was this one down here, but I get the feeling we're going to need another building as well. So we'll start with this one. And you know what? We are going to get this one. We're going to get it right off the bat. And we're going to go in and start building everything that we need. So a computer lab to start with should be easy enough to do. Now, a computer lab has to be 4x4 at minimum. So we have a little bit of space right here where we could put one. But I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, no, I'm going to keep it 4x4 because generally, from what I've noticed, these things will only have like 8 students in them anyway. So there's not really any need to go too crazy with the number of students we can have in a specific computer lab. We don't need to make it too big is what I'm getting at. So we'll go ahead and do something like this. We'll get ourselves a few of these analog consoles and we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 of them right about there. And we could probably throw in things like digital computers, digital consoles, things like monitors and the oscillator. But right now, I'm not going to bother too much because I don't want to spend ridiculous amounts of money. So we'll go for a single computer lab right there, and that should be great for us. And then for a gadget lab, I mean, I don't remember how big they need to be, but I guess we can totally find out right here. Needs to be 6x5. So I'm thinking we just do something like this. 7x5 right there, fills up the space really nicely, and should be good enough. So we'll go ahead and put the door right in the middle. We'll put this thing right in the middle as well. And we don't actually need to surround this with too much. We don't really need to put things like spy shelves in here. We don't really need tech tables or drone tables or chemical tables. But I'm sure at some point we're going to have students that want these things for an assignment. But for right now, we'll leave it be. And we'll wait for the requests to come in. Now, the savory kitchen can just be a copy of the existing savory kitchen, which is right here. The only difference is I've gotten rid of the second door and moved the double door right into the middle. The science lab can live across the way in the other building. And I think what I'm going to do next to it is actually go ahead and get ourselves a bathroom, which I think it's going to be relatively important. I'm pretty sure the students will appreciate having a bathroom right here. So we'll go for 5 toilets. And I guess we'll do a few sinks in here as well, just to keep the place kind of nice. So we'll go for 5 sinks right there. And that's going to be the bathroom, which I guess will service this entire space. And now we just need 2 more gastronomy teachers, which should be easy enough. And now that we have those teachers, we can go ahead and start the academic year. But what I want to do first is go in and make sure the place is nicely decorated, make sure the temperatures are okay as well. So what we're going to want to do is get ourselves a nice big radiator right there and a nice big radiator right down in this corner right about there. And that'll keep that room nice and warm. The computer lab can have a radiator right about here, and that should keep that space nice and warm. The science lab is what I'm pretty sure this is, can have a radiator there and there, which might make it a little bit too warm. And the bathroom can have a radiator right about there, which keeps it warm enough. Now, that's all well and good, but I also want to get some decorations in here as well, just to push the place over the edge a little bit, just to make it that little bit nicer. And I'm also considering the idea that maybe we want to get our hands on a little something that's going to perhaps feed the students over here. We might also need some dormitories over here. So just whatever I can do to make the place that little bit nicer and a little bit more efficient for the students, it just seems like a good idea. I'm also thinking that getting us up to campus level 12 might not be a bad idea because we have 25 course points right now, which means we could update gastronomy, but I'd like to update my spy school I think that would be a better idea. So if I could get us to level up, I could get us some extra points. And I suppose the way we could level up is by going and maybe grabbing this bathroom right here. We can swing it around and maybe put it right there and extend it just a little bit so that we have another bathroom here. That should keep people relatively happy. And it does push us that little bit closer to level 12. I think a shower over here might be a good idea too, although we are getting real close to being broke. So I might be going a little bit overboard with this, but we'll give it a shot and see what the shower happens to do for us. And apparently I can't afford it. Interesting. Okay. We'll do a towel there. We'll do this. We are campus level 12. We can increase the spy school level, which is fantastic by me. We just need one more spy school teacher, and then we can start the academic year. So I'm going to need to take another loan because we really didn't have the money for that. So we'll go for Camilla Bulge right there. We'll go and get ourselves, I guess, another shower for right there, and also another radiator for right about there. And that should keep us good. Now, of course, this entire space is going to be cold right now, and we don't have any more dormitories for the new students that are coming in, but this will probably be okay. Oh, actually, I've just remembered that we might need to get ourselves a radiator or two over here, because it turns out this area is, in fact, absolutely freezing. So we'll do this, and we'll get ourselves a nice radiator by that door. We'll get ourselves a nice radiator by that vending machine right there, and get ourselves a nice radiator right about here. And that warms up that entire space, which is pretty good. Still kind of cold, but not as bad as it was. And I suppose these rooms here will probably want some radiators as well, just to make sure they are nice and warm and toasty. So now we'll go ahead and start the next year. And immediately what I want to do is get myself a few more janitors, because we only have 2 and we have so much space to cover. So janitor right about there. Give me another janitor. We'll go for you right about there. And we'll go for another one. We'll go for Lawrence. And that should give us a decent number of janitors. And that's hopefully going to improve things just a little bit for us. Now, what is this right here? What do you want? You want a flat flower planter. All right, well, I guess we can do that. We could probably throw it, I guess right there is probably fair enough. Or we could throw it, I don't know, right here and right here. It's a bit weird looking, but I'm kind of here for it, I suppose. That's the flower planters, and that should keep the students happy. Now, oh, I just noticed they have a road to cross. This, I don't know why, but just the way this road looks reminds me of a game I played years ago. It was one of those games that every YouTuber played. Not every YouTuber, but every YouTuber that sort of did the face cam reactioning, like, oh my God, look what happened, and blah, blah, blah. That Turbo Dismount. I don't know how many of you will remember Turbo Dismount, but this highway reminds me a lot of Turbo Dismount, and that's a game I've not thought about in years. That's bringing me back a little bit. So someone wants a mixing station in the sweet kitchen, which I guess we can do since it's going to be for an assignment. That's assuming we have the space for it, which it does look like we do. So we'll go ahead and put that right here, and that should help someone out with their assignment. This is my monthly report, which is going pretty well. $30,000 is not bad at all. And I did see a little pop-up somewhere that mentioned that we have students with medical concerns, but we don't have any medical, what do you call it? Nurses. What is the word I'm looking for here? Why do I keep medical office? That's the words I'm looking for. Medical office. I mean, I guess we can get 3 of them right across here, which honestly might not be a bad idea. So go ahead and put this thing here. We can put the nurses station. Actually, you know what? Move that door to here. Put the nurses station thing right about here. And we'll do this thing, I guess, right back in this corner. Seems like a pretty good spot for it, so that'll help us out. We can throw a nice radiator in here to keep it nice and warm. And can I get a plant back there? No. Can I get, like, art? I totally can. That'll do. And we'll do, like, this thing right here. And that'll be our medical office. Ooh. Okay, so we've done all 3 levels of research that we need to do. This thing here can now be upgraded for $10,000, which I'm happy enough to do. We'll get that upgraded. And I suppose we'll get ourselves an assistant that can do medicine, which is going to be Blake Bright. So congratulations, you are going to be exclusively working in the medical office. And that should keep us pretty good there. So we have more assignment requests coming in. Someone wants the drone table, which we can absolutely get our hands on and put it, I'm going to say right about there. Should be pretty good. We have, what else needed? Tech table. Okay, we'll go ahead and put it sort of opposite the drone table. And again, that should help people out just a little bit. What else do they need? The chemical table. Oh boy. You don't need much in here, do they? They don't. They're not looking for much. We'll put the chemical table right there, and I'm going to sell this and move the chemical table to right about there, and that should keep us pretty good. So that should give them everything that they need. You're thinking of dropping out. Why? You have a pastoral issue. You're tired, you're bored, stiff, you're bored, you're chilly, you're sad. We'll send you to pastoral care and get them to look after you, and hopefully that helps us out a little bit. There have been some requests to get a gym, so honestly, I think we will go ahead and get one, I suppose. We'll do something kind of sizable like this. We'll do the doors right about there. And what we can do for this is, it does apparently need a basketball hoop. So we'll put basketball down here. We'll do a climbing wall, I guess right about there. We could do this vaulting course. We actually do have the space for it, and we do regularly get asked for it. So we'll do basketball here and climbing, say, there. We'll do this vaulting thing, because I know they're going to be asking me for it. We'll do it right there. And what else am I going to do? I don't really want to go crazy with this. I've got to be honest. I don't like going crazy with the gym. So we'll do a couple of benches. We can do a nice inspirational poster, and we can do, I guess, some barbells. Nah, maybe not. We'll just do this. I think this is fine. It is going to need, you know, some kind of radiator in here to keep it nice and warm, but we'll go for this, and we'll go for this. So now we have a gym, and they can stop asking me for it. Well, at least, hopefully, they're gonna... Ooh. Okay. Wait, you just got confused, though. Hold on a minute. Did you just sabotage someone, or did you just sabotage someone? One of you just sabotaged someone, and I don't know who it was. Hold on, you went in there and got... Hold on, are you by any chance the spy? I don't know that you are, but I'm gonna expel you because I think you might be. You were! Oh! I knew it! I knew he was a spy. Nice. I got rid of 2 moles. Fantastic. All right. It'd be nice if they would stop coming around, but I'll take it. We got rid of the mole. It's also apparently quite cold in there. I suppose it is. There's no radiators right now. So let's go ahead and upgrade this jetpack station right here. Let's also go around and start upgrading the lecterns as well. We can also upgrade the research hub and this lectern. And my hope is that by doing this, we can gradually bring our grades up just a little bit by, you know, making the students a little bit better and a little bit less, I don't want to say dumb, but yeah, a little bit less dumb would be nice for the old students around here. So we'll see how that goes. This has been up. Does that have lava? It does. It does have lava because of course it does. Yeah, we'll just upgrade all that stuff and hope for the best there. What is this? Private tuition. Private tuition has a bit of a queue, which is kind of interesting. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this medical office. I'm going to approve it, and I'm going to hire another assistant that can do medicine, which is apparently none of them. So we'll go... Oh, wait, no. We'll go for you. You can work in there, and you are going to exclusively work in there. And then what I'm going to do is get myself another private tuition room and put it right here. And that way we filled up this space, but we also have a bit more private tuition, which is good as far as I'm concerned. So that should also help to bring our grades up just a little bit. But what's also going to help is a bit of staff training. So let's have a look and see. A training room has to be 4x4. So if I was to do 4 here, 2, 3, 4, we would get a really narrow corridor down there. and I don't know that I love that. But over here, we can go 4x4, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make, I suppose, a couple of staff training rooms. I think a couple of them might be a good idea. So we'll do this thing here, we'll do this on that wall, and we'll get those to line up because that slightly annoys me. But we'll go for something like this. We'll go for a nice big radiator, I guess, right about there, and that'll do. So that's our training room, which we can duplicate. And now what we can do is upgrade both of these things to make our staff, training go a little bit quicker. And then I think what I'll also do is look at putting some dormitories. I wonder if, how big does a dormitory have to be? 2x2. Okay, apparently we need another panic room and another spy school teacher. So let's get that done really quickly. We'll go for Tabitha Fenderson. And then the panic room is this, isn't it? Now this thing has to be quite big, which is slightly annoying, but we do, at the very least, have the space for a pretty chunky room right here. Ooh, I forgot about this. How are we doing? Not very good. That's fine. So we can have another panic room right here, and then I've got space next to it for a third training room, which is fantastic. That's going to let us train our staff so quickly. But what I think I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to go to dormitories, and I'm going to say I want a dormitory that is this length right here. Now, that is kind of ridiculous. It is. But what I'm thinking I can do is potentially I can do 2 doors, right? And then I can go and I can get some beds, and we'll go for the white frame bed this time around. We'll go for I think the blue and yellow stripes will be fine. And what we can do is I'm going to just try and lay this out as simply as I possibly can. I'm not going to get too crazy with placement, but I can just line this back wall here with a whole bunch of beds, and then I can go in and place a whole bunch of these room dividers, which for the most part have worked out really well. And this little layout for dormitories is something I'm really enjoying. I know that it's kind of weird. We went for some really nicely designed dormitories at first, and now we're doing this. It is a bit weird. It's a little bit grim, but it works, and that's a pretty good layout right there, if I do say so myself. We also, of course, have a little bit of room for things like a nice Gothic bookcase down here, which I think my students will love. I think a nice Gothic bookcase tucked into a corner, perhaps next to a raven lamp. That seems nice. We'll go ahead and put the raven lamp right there. We'll move the bookcase over just a little bit so I can put the lamp next to it. And there we go. That's the goth corner is what that is. The goth corner. Makes sense. And just like that, even though it has minimal decoration, we now have a pretty decent dormitory. It is level 8. It has a 100% accommodation rating, 24 students. So that's honestly not too bad. And also, we have a bunch of course points right here, which I'm going to put straight into... I'm going to go for gastronomy this time. Well, actually, maybe not, because it is going to ask for a room. What if I did this one? If we go for spy school, we don't need to build another room, but I am going to have to deal... I'm going to go with spy school. I think that's how we're going to do it. We're going to go for spy school and see if we can get up to 10 B-grade classes, because we are struggling to do that right now. And I suppose, well, actually, you know what? I want to turn this space here into, I guess, a bathroom. Oh, I have no money. I have no money. I'm not turning it into anything. Let's start the year and see what happens. We should be okay in terms of students. Rent is going up because students are being assigned to this. So that's not too bad. 100,000 in rent. Don't mind if I do. So now that some of the upgrades are going through for the equipment, let's go ahead and start upgrading our staff, especially since we have some money. So what we'll do is just go ahead and try to level up everyone in their specified career path. So gastronomy or spy school or whatever it is, I want to get everyone to level, I want to say level 5 is kind of what I'm aiming for, so that we can go ahead and start giving them other perks as well. So that'll work out nicely there. My janitors, I think what I'm going to need to do is get a few of them upgraded and able to upgrade things. So mechanics, for example, is a pretty good one. But we also probably want maintenance to be a thing so that they can all, do good things. But I also think, maintaining mechanics is an idea for the ones that already have it. You don't, so you can get mechanics as well. And you don't have maintenance, so we'll give you maintenance right there. As for my assistants, I'm actually not 100% sure what to go for here because I know some of them are doing different things. I know Blake, though, is in the first aid thing. I don't know what you're doing. In fact, you might be involved in the food stalls, right? So we'll give you comic timing. I think you're probably food stalls as well, so comic timing. You're going to be pastoral care. You're going to be pastoral care. You're probably medicine. Library management, I assume. I'm assuming you're going to be another food stall. I'm assuming library management, and I'm assuming pastoral care. So we'll train everyone in their specified field, and that should be great for us. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get that done, but honestly, that's okay, and I don't really mind it too much. Now, let's see here. That's our statement. We really need to get a student union. Let's actually do that. Let's see if I can get a student union down here. It has to be 3 by 4. So it has to be that, and I guess that, which kind of works for me, but I do want to see if I can get can I get a stage in there? I absolutely can, which is pretty great. So I think we will go and get ourselves a stage right here. We'll get ourselves a door right here, and we'll get the bar to be sort of nicely opposite the stage. And honestly, that should be okay. We don't need to go too crazy with a student union here. So we'll go for this, and we'll go for this. I don't think that's blocking anything right now, which is good. And then down this side, I don't really know what else I could do. No, I can't squeeze that in there. Can I squeeze you? No. I can get darts, maybe? I can get darts. I don't think I want darts, though. I think a jukebox would be pretty good by the door. I think a bin would probably be pretty good by the door as well. And then maybe just maybe a couch. Nothing too crazy, just a couch over there. And then, of course, radiators to keep the place nice and warm. Now, you want a microscope in the science lab for an assignment. This thing is kind of chunky. I'm going to be honest. It's kind of chunky. I'm not 100% sure it's going to fit, but apparently it just about will. So, yeah, we'll get a microscope right there. It's definitely not micro, but it will do, and that should sort someone out. Now, this is our student union. And I guess what I'm going to do is create some events. They keep asking for DJ Sous Chef. So we'll go ahead and get DJ Sous Chef to come in. We can't do start of December. We'll do end of March going into April. And that should be pretty good for us. And I guess I can go into the general timetable. I can look at next year, create an event. We can look at the live music. And I don't know who else we're going to want to get here. Maybe we do an open mic night at the start of the year in August to embarrass everyone. That seems like a fantastic idea. All the new students come in and immediately get thrown up on a stage to sing. That's a genius. That's a genius idea. That's mean. I like it. Now, I am noticing a whole lot of stuff is broken around campus right now, which, by the looks of it, is possibly because a few of my janitors are in training, so that would definitely explain it, although it's not exactly ideal. You want a student union party. Okay, student union party, that can go there right after the concert, so we'll have some events going straight through from mid-March until the end of April, and that'll keep them relatively happy. You want Jasmine Odyssey. Okay. We'll go ahead and have Jasmine Odyssey come in. I guess at the start of June is fair enough. You have a bit of time off right there, and you want the student lounge to be prestige level 5. I feel like I can probably do that. I'm going to be honest. That's probably achievable. Get a nice rug under there, for example. That helps us out a little bit. Room at capacity. We're going to need another student lounge, I think. But if I can get this one to level 5, I can just copy it. And then we can get the other one to be level 5 as well. So we'll put a couple of those in there, and there we go. Level 5, student lounge. That'll keep everyone happy. We do have an assignment request. They want a big bomb. Okay, I am going to be honest. I don't know that that's the kind of request that you really want to make to your, yeah, I feel, feel like that's kind of it's a hell of a request to make to your university campus. Yeah, can we get a big bomb? Can we, yeah, an interesting one. Definitely, it's definitely an interesting one. These guys want a science station, I guess. Can I fit it in here? Can I fit it back here? Not reachable. Oh man, this might be slightly tricky. Let me sell that plant and see if I can get this this thing down in the corner. There we go. That should be fine. That should keep everyone nice and happy, at least hopefully. And then we've got more applicants. We have a monthly report, so we're doing okay. This university is doing okay. I just need better classes, and I also need to see what I've unlocked in here. What have I done? Romance? I don't care. Oh, now this is very exciting. We have achieved our goal. We have 10 B-grade spy school classes. So all we need to do now is get the food rating up to 75%, which it will be, I'm pretty sure, as soon as the academic year ends. So we are about to be a 1-star campus, which is great. I'm kind of happy about it. I'm also thinking I might just be kind of cheeky and go and throw a bunch of showers just right about here so that we can stop everybody from being kind of stinky. I think that's going to be a pretty good thing to do. So we'll do this, get a nice radiator. They can, fight over who gets the towel, and that should keep them pretty good. I'm also thinking, though, that we might want to grab a little bit of private tuition, because if I throw a little bit of private tuition right about here, it just nicely evens things out for those walls, because I'm going to be honest, it was slightly bothering me that the walls weren't lining up there, but now that they are, everything is fine. We can also go ahead and upgrade this to Stealth Obstacle Course 3, which we should 100% do. Same with this one here as well. I want to make sure everything is getting upgraded as much as it possibly can, because it also helps to give us better students, generally keeps the students a little bit happier, gives us some better grades, and all that good stuff. We have the lecture theaters upgraded, of course, or at least this one, which is being upgraded and is about to be finished any second. There it is. Looks pretty cool, honestly. I kind of like it. It would be nice if I could match the seating to the stand itself. I guess that one is kind of cool. We'll go for like the green and go for the green on this one as well. Although I do wonder, can I change the room to match at all? I guess the conference gloom kind of works. And then the floors, I don't know that we'll go for this one, I guess, and apply it to all of them. Kind of miserable looking, but it'll do, I suppose. Now, we need 2 more spy school teachers, which we can absolutely get our hands on. So we'll go for, wait, what can you do? What do you do? Research? Ooh. Okay, you're absolutely hired, but you're also going to have to be trained immediately to be better as a spy school teacher. And then we'll also go and get, I suppose, good old Jeffrey Digestive, and we'll make you a spy school teacher as well. What a name, Jeffrey Digestive. What a lad. Now, we can manage the courses. We can upgrade this again, which is actually going to want 2 more rooms, which is kind of surprising. Huh. Okay. What if we did this one? It wants 2 more rooms as well. Oh boy. All right. Okay. I don't know about this. I don't know if we should upgrade gastronomy. It is a spy school that we're working on, so we'll go for this. They want another gadget lab and another lecture theater. So let's go for this one, since it has a few things that the students tend to want. And we can squeeze a gadget lab. I'm going to say right about here is as good as that's going to get. I am going to expand it like this, though, because I can move a lot of this stuff sort of down into that lower space, which I think is going to be pretty good for us. So we'll do a bit of this. We could potentially do this as well if we really wanted to, which I don't hate the look of. I think it'd be kind of cool to maybe have some tables, you know, facing each other like this. Maybe even that with a room divider. I don't know that I like that. I think we'll just do this one in the middle. And I think what I'll do is just put a room divider sort of behind it like this, just to sort of separate it a little bit, just to make it look kind of different, right? And then for other things we can put in here, we can go and get another one of these guys, and we can probably throw, we can put a bomb in here. In fact, a bomb over here would probably make more sense. So this will do for the gadget lab. And then for a lecture theater, I'm kind of wondering, can I just grab you, copy it, and just squeeze it right down in here? Annoyingly, not really. I might actually need another building for another lecture theater. And I mean, it's not like we don't have enough money for it. So I'm just going to buy... I'll buy the one building for now, because I feel if I go and get another one, we're going to have students running around in there getting annoyed. And apparently, we are now a one-star campus, which is kind of fantastic. It's mightily impressive how you contort your skills to a new challenge, like one of your spies squirming through a vent. Still, you can't be all that incognito if I've heard about it. Here's to never hearing from you again. Cheers. All right, fella. All right, fella. We need to be campus level 20, expel I don't want to expel moles. Oh, I don't want to have to expel moles. I hate having to expel moles. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate having to find them. I hate having to figure out who they are. It's just, I'm gonna buy this building. I'm gonna buy this. I'm so upset I'm buying a building. You know, I've also just realized that we need B+ grade gastronomy classes for 2 stars. I don't know that we're necessarily anywhere near B+ grade gastronomy classes. That's a little concerning. What's also concerning is I was gonna copy and paste this dormitory and swing it around a little bit and place it down in this building, but this building is actually not the same size as this one, which I cannot begin to tell you how frustrated that makes me. Now, I am pretty sure I could extend the building a little bit if I wanted to, which I'm going to do. And the reason I'm going to do that is because then what I can do is I can go and copy this guy, right? And then I can swing it around. I can put it right in this space here. And apparently I can't confirm it because, yeah, my door is in the wrong place. So we'll put a door there, we'll confirm it, right? So that's sorted. What I can then do is modify the room a little bit by, you know, moving this guy to, say, this spot right here. Move this guy to maybe right about here. And then move this radiator to be, say, right about there. And that's fine. Because then I can go in, take this out, confirm it, which is going to remove 12 invalid items. I'm not so sure about that. Hold on a minute. Why is it removing 12 invalid items? There's only... Why would it remove the okay, remove the desks, whatever. Oh no, it's removing the windows. Weird. Okay, well, we can put those back. But long story short, the way I've done this now lets me go and remove the bit of the building that I added so I could place this dormitory. So there we go. We have this giant dormitory that should keep everyone relatively happy. What I am going to go ahead and do as well, though, is I'm going to grab this student union. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to try and see if I can get away with putting it right about here, which this building is weirdly sized, but I can do this, which I'm going to do because it's going to keep the students relatively happy. I am going to go ahead and copy the bathroom as well, and we'll go ahead and put it right next to the student union. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this shower room and put it right in here as well. Now that is going to give me a bit of a weird space here, But what I think I can probably do with this space is get myself a staff room, which is relatively inexpensive. So we'll do this with a door here. And we'll just make a space where my staff can sort of chill. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy or anything too fancy. And so there we go. We have a bunch of stuff in this area that should keep everyone nice and happy. The student union is hopefully going to keep everyone nice and warm, and we can also go and schedule some events for this place as well. So we'll bring in, I don't really care who we bring in. We'll bring in Alchemical Friendship. Wait a minute. Is that that's a My Chemical Romance joke, isn't it? Alchemical Friendship. Yeah, that's amazing. It's actually pretty good. Took me a second to get that one, but I actually kind of love it, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and schedule up, I guess, we'll go for Ripped Chords. Seems like a pretty good bet. We'll go for end of November into December for that one. And we'll schedule a student union party for end of December as well. And then maybe, what else do we want to go for? We'll go for an open mic night, and that can be end of March into April. So that gives them a lot to do. Let's start the academic year. We have no money, but honestly, we're probably going to make some pretty good money given that we, have a lot for the students to do. We have a lot of dormitories. And I'm pretty sure it's like 100%, isn't it? Yeah, this place is filthy though. Good Lord, we need some bins. So it turns out expelling 3 moles is kind of easy, as is getting to campus level 20, or in this case 22. We've almost got the B+ grade gastronomy classes, and we need 3 more level 12 spy school students. Now, it is obviously the end of an academic year. We have a bunch of new rooms down here. We have a new gadget lab and a new panic room. We have space for more rooms there and over here as well. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I suppose, for one, is get a radiator for this staff room because they are complaining about that just a little bit. So that can live right about there. And we'll start the academic year. We can hopefully get ourselves up to where we need to be so we can get this place to be a 2-star campus, because I'm feeling like we can do it. I'm not really wanting to abandon it just yet because, to be honest, I'm a little tired of doing that. I feel like the last couple of campuses that we've done, I've essentially abandoned them very quickly. I've very, very quickly gone and just moved on as soon as we hit 1 star. So I'm feeling like doing this, we can, at the very least, get this to be 2 stars, and eventually I'll probably come back and get it to 3 stars, just not right now because I don't want to. It's about that simple. I just don't really want to right now. I would like to grab this student lounge and move it down here though, because I think another student lounge would be kind of fantastic, and I feel like we could fill up this space with it. Maybe take that out, and move the door to be, say, right about there. For example, we can put some of this stuff back on the walls and just generally get a little bit more space in here for some things. So this right down there, for example, this can go, apparently not there. This can go right about, say, there, I guess. I think that lines up. And we'll maybe move this, maybe move that couch out of there completely, put this thing here, move you over a little bit, and then I can go ahead and get this 2-player game table that I think they keep wanting. So we'll go ahead and put the 2-player game table right about there, and that'll hopefully keep everyone happy. It'll give them a student lounge that they can be happy about. And also, if we happen to get a B+ grade gastronomy class right now, we are going to be a 2-star campus, which I'm just saying would be kind of lovely. It would be kind of great if we could do it. Well, and we did. Beautiful. Okay, I'm here for it. Great news! Our routine inspection into your establishment was shut down by the Secret Service. I was assured that the right standards had been met. Now I'm off for an early dinner, and it's not even midday. Yes, so we need A-grade spy school students to graduate. We need 20 of them. We need level 18 spy school students. We need one of those. We need to earn $1 million, and we need to win the celebrity cook-off. So that's all relatively easy, to be quite honest. None of that is particularly complicated. It's just time-consuming. So for that reason, I don't feel bad about leaving this as a 2-star campus. So Blundergrad has 2 stars. The average grade is apparently a C+. The campus level is 22, and it has 152 students with 32 members of staff. That's honestly not too bad, but that does now leave us with Urban Bungle as our next step, followed by Breaking Point, and then 2 Point University, which I've heard and been reliably informed that 2 Point University is essentially a sandbox, which I'm kind of excited for. But the next step for ConflictNerd Academy is to go to Urban Bungle. So we're going to be starting that up next time, but for now, for this time, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!